dopest dope I've ever smoked. Hands down, dopest dope I've ever smoked.
It's not better than the Blue Oyster. You can't be. I
My friend,
can't handle better than
this
that.
is like...
Sacre bleu. Sacre bleu. Sacre bleu. Sacre bleu.
Ready?
Sure.
Welcome to Smoke with Us.
I'm Blue.
Eastwood.
Welcome to our virtual smoke circle.
Welcome. So guys, we just like to smoke, chill, get high, and talk. That's pretty much what this is. And we want all of us to join together as a community and
Praise the Lord.
hang out, you know?
Yeah. Join us. We're gonna rate our high. We got here from smoking 2 joints and then hitting a PAX 3 a few times, which is a dry herb vape, in case you don't know.
Yeah. And so we are smoking on the Kim Dog.
I'm loving me some Chem Dog. I forgot about Chem Dog.
Yeah, it's pretty
Then
good.
I remembered it.
I'm at a 7.
Yeah, I would say I'm at an even 7 as well.
All right.
So catch up.
This is the point where you pause the podcast and get to a 7 or higher, and we'll see you on the other side. And we're back. Okay.
We back.
Sorry, guys. We had 2 harps this time.
Probably gonna have one more before we're done.
Probably. It's a beautiful sound.
Harp City, USA, bro.
Harp City,
We
bitch.
built Harp City.
We built Harp City.
We built Harp City on Harp and Roll.
I don't know enough of that song to even go.
That's it. That's
further
that.
than that.
We built Harp City. You say it like 3 times, and then you go, we built it on rock and roll, or substitute a word out.
TNT Dynamite.
That is literally the extent of my knowledge of that song. Yeah, and that. Well, that's like Sweet Caroline.
And then like
Oh yeah,
thunder. That's all I know of that song too.
yeah. Or like Sweet Caroline. Most people, if you live in New England, I know you're saying right now, like, I know every goddamn word to that song.
All I know is the title. And then da da da,
exactly.
da da, and then like I can da da the rest of the song.
Yeah, exactly. So like Sweet Caroline, if you live in New England, you probably know every word. I get that.
Yeah.
Everyone else knows Sweet Caroline, da da da, and then I learned the whole chorus because of living in New England. Sweet Caroline, ba ba ba. Oh crap! I think I forgot it. The good times have never felt so good. I think it is, and that's so good, so good.
Oh yeah,
so
I think
good.
You're right. I think you're right.
And I forget the rest. Anyway, did I ever tell you about that rodeo I went to with that song?
No.
So it was right after the Boston Marathon.
Oh god.
It's where like the explosion happened.
Yeah.
And so the rodeo, like, you know, it was like a month probably, but the rodeo guy was like we're, you know, our hearts go out to all those in Boston, and we were in the South. This is how he sounded. And he was like, our hearts go out there to everyone in Boston. You know, it's just tragic what happened out there. So we're going to sing a song in solidarity. I know you all know the lyrics, so sing along with me. And the song comes on, and everyone's like, oh yeah, this song. And so the verses come, like everyone, like it's like 1,000 people quietly mumbling, and it's like, and then everyone, all 1,000 now are like, Sweet Caroline, ba ba ba, and then 1,000 people going right afterwards. It was so funny. I was like, okay, good. Everyone knows as much as I do. Because the rodeo guy was like, everyone knows every word to this song.
I lived in like a college town because I was dating someone who went to a college.
Oh yeah.
And literally every fucking bar, a piano bar, like a fucking like regular like bro bar, does like a fucking like pop club played that song every fucking night, at least once or twice. And I'm like, I understand this is a college town, and I get that that is somewhat tied to college, but like, play at a fucking basketball game or a football game. Do not play it in a club or a bar. Piano bar, I kind of get because everyone's singing along with the piano guy. But like, bro, oh, dude, the piano guy. I had some weird vibes about him that I need to address.
At the piano bar you went to?
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's a popular piano bar. It was a bar, but they had a piano section, and they were more known. Like the college kids loved to go to the piano part of it.
Right.
And there's this fucking dude who was like older. He was like in his mid 40s, had like a fucking belly, but like one of those like beer bellies where like it wasn't like unattractive, but you could definitely be like, that shouldn't be there.
I get what you're saying.
And so he was like losing his hair and like had like
real dad.
He wore like Hawaiian shirts.
Yeah, real dad.
But he was really fucking good at singing and piano. Like this dude was really good.
That makes sense. This whole thing is making so much sense.
So then like, you know, like
he just fucks college kids all the time.
No, so then one of my friends came back.
Or tries to at least.
To the school. Like she went to the school and she came back and she's like, hey, like we should go to that bar. I was like, okay, let's go. And we went to the bar and quite literally the fucking, she goes, oh my God, I love the piano guy. She's like, he was like, she knew his name, literally knew his name.
Yeah, like I love Jeff.
Yeah. And she was like, he's so cool. We need to go say hi to him. And she walks up to him and she's like, hey, Jeff. And he was like, oh my God, it's Sally. And I was like, what the fuck? And then she's like, oh my God, Jeff, you're just so cute. Like, just stop. And he's like, I fucking missed you. And I was like, this dude is banging all of this fucking college puss, man.
Yes, dude.
He's married too, but I'm like, no, there's no way that my friend did not have sex with him.
Okay, at the very least, there's a few piano guy groupies.
Oh yeah,
during their college years.
No, he for sure was one of those fucking people.
That's hilarious. Well, it's either that with your friend or she was an alcoholic for those 4 years.
Probably. Well, all those girls are drunk and they just like him because they're fucking wasted. And he's singing like these pop hits and like old songs and like these really like
they're wasted and he's got talent.
Yeah. And it's like, but it's like a drunk talent. Like he doesn't like act like he can't go anywhere. Like a piano bar is all he's ever going to achieve. But like you're like, damn, he's pretty good. But like, I wouldn't sign him, but like he doesn't have a look, but he's like good.
Right.
And all these girls, dude, oh my God. I'm just like, I've seen night after night that we would go and all these girls would just throw themselves at her. And I'm like, you guys have like these hot ass.
You mean him?
Yeah, him. Okay. Sorry. You guys have these hot ass jock, like basketball players and football players, like look fucking gorgeous.
Okay. Here's a few things you're missing. They're not singing to her that way on that night.
That's true.
2, they probably with someone else.
And they're probably actually stupid too.
/3.
No, I shouldn't say that. That's so mean. People who play sports are not stupid.
No, but 3. Oh crap, I'm losing my 3. Oh, come back to me. Ooh, Lord Jesus, bring it back. Bring it back, God. 3. It's coming back. It is coming back. Ooh, here, choo-choo. 3. Okay. 1, not singing. 2, they're probably, 3. I got it.
You hit my tattoo, you bitch.
Oh, sorry, but I slapped it, so it's fine.
Okay.
Did we tell him you got a new tattoo?
Yeah, guys, I got a new tattoo. I finally bit the bullet and I was like, yo, dog, put some ink on this skin. And he was like, yo, dog, send me $50. And I was like, okay, here's PayPal. And then he was like, all right, dog, you're done. And I was like, okay, cool. Here's an extra $150 that I didn't think about.
Yeah, he accidentally tipped him $150.
Which, like, it's worth it. Like, the dude is worth it. Like, he's really fucking good. And he did a good damn gun. Like,
a good damn gun job.
A good job. And I forgot that I gave him $50 because it was like a month ago. And I just like forgot. He's like, yeah, so since you gave me $50.
So did you mean to give him $100 tip?
Yeah, I meant to give him a $100 tip.
Okay.
He's like, so like you pay $50 before, so that brings your total to $250. And I was like, well, I have $400 in cash, so I guess you can just keep the change. And he was like, are you serious? I was like, yeah. He goes, oh, dude, thanks. He was like, yeah, man, if you want to come back.
So really you gave him
$150.
Was it just $150 more?
Yeah.
Because you forgot about that.
Hold on. I am too high to do math right now.
I want to say you gave him technically like $200 more. How much was the tattoo?
It was $300
in total.
So I owed him $250. I gave him $400. I don't know why I did it like that. $400. $150. Yeah. It was $150.
No, I know. That day though, right?
Yeah. I gave him $150. And he gave and so I had already paid, I had paid $50, so he didn't charge me like $50 extra. So I thought I was going to pay $300.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Out of pocket.
Okay.
But I was supposed to pay $250.
Okay.
So I gave him a $50 tip, in addition, which isn't that bad. I was going to give him $100 anyways. But I did not mean to do that. And I was sober, guys. I was completely sober. So I was just like, oh, yeah, you can, cool. And then he was like, yeah, man, so you can come back in like a month and I can touch it up for free as much as you need. I was
they usually do that.
Well, I know, but also I was like, kind of maybe felt like he was like, oh, whatever you want, man. No, but it was awesome. It was a fun experience. Towards the end, it fucking hurt. Like, I was like, there's some parts I was like, ooh. Because this is like my first official, I have a fucking baby lightning bolt on the side of my arm because I wanted to just see what it was like in general. And then I got this guy who had coloring and shading, and I definitely hate shading more.
Yeah, that's usually the worst part
because it's like literally scraping needles back and forth on your fucking skin.
Yeah.
And then because the way he shades, he would shade up and he would push up and out.
Yeah.
I was like, bitch, we ain't a coloring book. No. But there was one point I was shaking my leg. He's like, hey man, I need you to stop shaking your leg. He's like, you've been really still this whole time, but just don't do that. I was like, you're right. I'm sorry. I put my foot down on the ground, both of them in a stance, and I just held it there. The entire time I was like, I have to keep my feet still.
That's hilarious.
Because I have this anxiety tick where if I'm getting anxiety, I'm like, oh fuck. My knees start kind of bouncing a little bit. But yeah, it was a good time. I enjoyed it. We had a really good conversation too.
Nice. Yeah, I always keep talking to my tattoo artist because it doesn't hurt as long as I'm talking.
Have you ever had a guy that just didn't talk to you?
The first tattoo I had was kind of like that, but it was my smallest, and I wanted to focus on the tattoo because no one gives you a good answer on what getting a tattoo feels like. And here's the deal: I got one for you. If you guys are like, I want to know what tattoo feels like, I got it. This will be the only good one you'll hear your whole life. It feels like when you scrape your knee. That almost cold feel, cold cutting feel. You know what I mean? You're like, oh, my skin broke. That feeling right there is that just continuously.
Yeah. I think of cat scratches too.
Yeah, I could. Yeah, that's similar. Like a real cat scratch.
Yeah. Imagine a cat just repeatedly going after your arm. She's mad at you. Yeah. And she's drawing blood.
Yeah. I mean, not deep. Don't.
No,
yeah, no. They're not gouging your arm.
When the cat jumps off of the tree or something, or a ledge and jumps onto you and then jumps off real quick. It's those types of scratches.
Yeah,
dude, it was good though. It wasn't bad.
I feel you. Back to the Piano Man.
Yeah,
three reasons. They're not singing to him like they those jocks are not singing like the Piano Man is to these ladies that night. 2, jocks are probably spitting game or with somebody else in some capacity. 3, Piano Man is probably more achievable in these ladies' minds.
I don't know. These are pretty gorgeous girls. I'm like,
I think you underestimate 2 things: people's self-worth.
That's true.
Okay. And then the second thing is, even if you're gorgeous, if you're going after someone you also think is gorgeous, they also have options in your eyes.
Yeah, that's true.
So if you go for a less gorgeous person, you're like, this is more achievable.
I feel like everybody looks at themselves like they're like trash bags. Like deep down.
I don't think everybody does. I think most people do.
Yeah, like deep down. I'm not saying like surface level, even subconscious, but like there's somewhere in your soul, there's like a little crack of you that's like, you're just a piece of garbage.
Yeah, you have to kill that part of you. Murder it.
Yeah, marijuana is just great.
Yeah, I agree.
She's a beautiful thing. Or he. You know, whatever floats your boat.
Both hand, whatever.
Tickles your submarine.
Or floats your boat, tickles your turtle, sinks your submarine.
I said tickles your submarine.
Tickle, tickle, tickle. Sir, I think there's something on the hull.
Oh my God, dude.
Do you remember that conspiracy video we watched that said the Nazis got into space by sending up submarines with this special thing, and there was like subs going through space?
Yeah, and then that like the Draco reptilians were the ones that were behind it all.
Yeah. Which they didn't fully flesh out.
I think we talked about this last podcast.
Yeah, I was bringing up just for the submarines, but I'm just saying they didn't really flesh out. They just said they did, but they didn't give us a why, how, like anything.
If you want to hear my opinion on it, just refer to the last podcast because I'll go into a rant again. I can't touch that right now.
Can't touch that.
Can't touch that. Okay.
Podcast time. Oh, dude. So you know hypnosis works on some people, and so basically people have different, like, some people can get hypnotized super easy. Some people cannot. There's very few people that can't get hypnotized, and then there's a lot of people in the middle that have different degrees that they kind of have to buy in, if you will, or jump in. But it has more to do with like sleep states actually and focus. It's a whole thing. But I found out, you know how I found out a test to know how someone is susceptible to hypnosis, like easily. You want to do it?
What's that? I don't know, man. Okay, I gotta tell you a story before we do this. I'll probably do it.
I'm not gonna hypnotize you. You won't get hypnotized. So
I was, a young little horny boy. Like we all were. Or girl, whatever. And I was on this chat site because that was like my thing. I love amateur shit, guys. Just heads up, like not like I like college, like not young adult. Ew.
What are you doing? You're sounding like a pedophile right now.
I'm not though. We're gonna cut that out.
Yeah,
cut it out,
dude.
Blah, blah, blah,
you
blah,
can't go. I like porn, not kid porn, without sounding like a pedophile.
Okay.
I like amateur porn, not kid porn.
Okay. Yeah. So I definitely want to do the hypnosis thing. But before that, I have a story. So, as a horny young man, I like chat sites. And so I would go on.
When you say chat sites, you mean like Chatterbait?
No,
like they're cams and they chat with you, or just chatting?
No, like Omegle, but not Omegle. It was like, it's called
just chatting.
No, it was like video.
Wait, so you're talking about like literally like Omegle or Chat Roulette?
Yeah. Chat Roulette.
That's how you found gay boys?
No. It's not how I found gay boys. I just liked doing it because it's like real dick. Like even if they weren't, like even if I didn't
seeing dick.
Yeah.
Did you jack off with them?
Yeah, sometimes.
Okay, so those are gay boys.
Yeah, some of them were. There were some straight men that were just like, I'm fucking horny, jack off with me. I was like, okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's super interesting. I wouldn't have expected that, but okay.
Anyways, there's this one guy that I stopped on.
Dude.
That stopped on me, and it was like a fucking like swirly thing, like a black and white like swirly thing. And he was like, I'm gonna hypnotize.
So did you have your dick out first?
No.
You waited to see a dick, and then
Fuck
you were like,
dude.
Then you were like, okay.
I never showed my face.
So, like even pre-dick?
Yeah, no, I would never show my face.
Oh, so in the
chat
I
wasn't out.
You just showed like your body. Wait, were you nude?
No.
Or like shirtless?
No. We would take clothes off.
Okay, but you just show your chest.
I would show my like clothes.
Like I'm saying, like the first, like you went to the next person. What do you?
Yeah. Why are you getting so deep into this?
I'm just wondering.
Yeah, but
you're high. You get deep into everything when you're high. Wait, no. So new person, what do you look like?
What?
So like you hit next. What do you look like? Or like you get on the site for the first time.
It's like my like mouth and chin, and then like my like chest and boobs and like my stomach and clothes. Yeah, clothes. It's not bare. It's all clothed.
Okay.
And then like my crotch area, but it was clothed, like with shorts. Like I had shorts and underwear on.
Okay.
And then so
you basically just did like nose down.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so this one guy stopped on me. And I really wasn't paying attention at this point because sometimes you get kind of like wrapped up in it and it becomes a fucking black hole because you're like essentially edging yourself for like 2 hours because sometimes people are like, we'll get you close and then they'll just next you.
Dude, I've been like down enough porn holes where you're like sometimes you get wrapped up in it. I immediately knew what you meant. like I was like,
yeah. So this guy stops at me and he has like this hypnosis thing where it's like a black and white like swirly thing. And he was like, do you want to be hypnotized? And I was like, fuck that, bitch. Nope. And I hit next. I was like, I'm not going to be hypnotized. And this bitch is having me like giving me giving him my like credit card information and like him fucking doing something crazy. Nope. I was like, next. I already know I'm going to be susceptible to hypnosis, but let's just see if this is true.
Okay. Well, let's see if you're easily susceptible. Like,
okay.
Like you don't necessarily even have to buy in. Okay. So you look at the ceiling, like look up, eyes up to the ceiling. And then Now, blink slowly. No. Like, slowly close your eyes. Do it again. No, close your eyes.
It's like weird, though. Yeah. Here you go.
No, slowly. The first time you did it, I think you are.
I do. I know I am.
Okay, so look.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. Let me try it again.
If you flutter when you do that, or just look your eyes up and do it. That one's better, but still, yeah. So it's okay. So I don't know if focusing on it changes it. That was way better. That was way better. The first time you did it though, it fluttered like motherfucker. I was like, whoa, he might be like so susceptible.
I'm afraid of that, dude. I don't know.
Like,
I would be
hypnotists when they have an audience will do something similar to make the audience look up and do what they said, so that they can see in the crowd, so that they can pick the right people.
Ooh, sneaky bitches.
Yeah, so they know that they're susceptible. Or like easily.
So like, I just feel like I would be the bitch that would get hypnotized truly and would join a cult.
Right.
Like that would be me 100%.
Dude, that Nexium documentary that's about to come out on HBO. I'm super excited.
Dude, I am so fucking.
That was that like Hollywood sex cult.
That would be me. I would be trapped in that.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be hypnotism. It'd be your famous friend being like, let's be famous. And you'd be like, okay.
Now suck this dick, bitch.
And you're like, okay. Now get his name branded on you. Okay.
Yeah, that shit is fucking nuts.
Which I have already seen like a documentary too on it. But
yeah,
like,
I have too.
Now there's like a cool
Wasn't
HBO
there like a famous person that like everyone knew that was like attached to it?
The blonde in Superman.
Smallville. Yeah.
Yeah, she was. Which I always thought she was so pretty.
Didn't she get arrested? Didn't her and him both get arrested?
Her, him, and then one other lady.
That's crazy. You ain't in Smallville anymore, bitch.
Why do cult leaders also always look like I'm like, I feel like you guys could have done better. If you're gonna choose a guy as God, why that guy?
Except for that one, what the fuck is it? Bad Times of the El Royale. The cult leader in that.
Oh, that was better.
Great.
Yeah, that was better.
It's Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah, okay, but I'm talking about real ones.
Hemsworth.
Talking about real ones.
Right. True.
We're going with fake ones. I'm sure there's a bunch. But that's what I'm saying. But I almost wonder if that's like people almost feel,
dude,
like God would come back, not necessarily like, you know what I mean? Like almost looking pseudo normal.
There are 3 famous people that if they walked up to me and were like, "You're mine now," I'd be like, "Okay."
Oh God. Chris Hemsworth.
Oh yeah, for sure, 100% one.
Ryan Gosling.
Nope.
Okay.
Ryan Reynolds.
Reynolds.
Oh my God, dude.
So interesting.
You're going to really freak out about this third one and like probably in a bad way.
Yeah.
Tom Hardy.
No, I'm better than I would have thought. But
oh my God. Dude, Tom Hardy in a fucking heartbeat.
He's short.
I don't give a fuck. Talk to me in that British accent and let me suck that dick. That's it.
He'll be shorter than you.
I don't give a fuck. I don't care. It's his look, his face. And like just, I may end up fucking hating him. But because of his fucking body,
yeah,
and his face,
most of the female celebrities I could say a similar thing about. Pretty sure I'm married, which is sad for me.
Yeah, and I think Tom Hardy's like a little bi at least. So, you know.
Are you just putting that on him because you want it so bad?
Zac Efron too. I wouldn't probably like say it in a heartbeat, but I might be like, let me think about it.
Dude. Oh my God.
Zac Efron on that new fucking Netflix show. Oh, hell yeah.
Oh my God.
Ooh, bitch.
Oh my God. You're such a basic bitch.
We all know this. I mean, we've been doing this for over a year now. They know this.
I just like Zac Efron, man.
I don't know, maybe.
High School
I might be like,
Musical?
hey, we're all in this together.
Oh my God.
No, I'm just kidding. No. Probably not Zac
Get your
Efron.
head in the game.
Realistically, probably not. He's hot as fuck, but probably not. I mean, I'd suck his dick, but like, probably not Zac Efron.
Probably not give up my whole life for him.
No, but Chris Hemsworth for sure. You're having me second guess Ryan Reynolds. I think he's attractive, but I don't know. He's a tentative. But Tom Hardy.
Okay.
Oh my God.
If you're able to second guess this choice, don't give up your life for him.
You're cool. You're cool. You're right. Yeah. No. It is Chris Hemsworth and Tom Hardy. No, Tom Hardy, then Chris Hemsworth. Hands down. Hey, Tom.
How you doing, Tom?
I don't know if I could be friends with him. Like if I were to ever for
You're
somehow
gonna try to trap him?
I just can't. Like I just be like, hey dude, look, like you're a real cool guy, but like there's this sexual attraction that I have to you that like I am not gonna risk getting me too'd by you. So like we're just gonna leave this here.
Me too. Like you sexually assault him.
Yes.
Like you're like, I know myself. Bye bye.
Yeah, no, I'm like, dude, I'm sorry. Like there's just no way.
You're like, dude,
No.
I'm sorry. I'm 3 sentences away from grabbing that dick.
Well, that's how I find him so hot. And I don't really find like anyone that hot besides my boyfriend, obviously. But beyond that, like I don't find anyone that hot.
I feel you.
But like him though, or Chris Hemsworth, I'd be like, oh my God, I can't be friends with you. Like, I'm so sorry, guys, but like, it's just not gonna work. They're like, bro, what the fuck?
They just start talking to you, just walk away going, no.
Yeah, but like, I'm sorry, I can't. Oh,
Yeah, so you might be easily susceptible to hypnosis.
yeah, probably would. Yeah, my mom wanted me to get hypnotized because of some pretty traumatic things that happened to me, but I was like,
She
Mom,
wanted you to get hypnotized for more memories?
no, from like having them, period.
Like the memories?
Amnesia, basically.
Why would you do that?
I didn't. I said no.
The fact that that was in your mom's arsenal makes me go, what the fuck have you done?
I know.
Like, who do you know? Who have you done this to?
No, it was about like past experience that I had. Like she
Yeah,
wanted them
I know.
erased.
But the fact that that's just like right in her arsenal.
Oh yeah, like bitch, are you like a witch?
Like who have you done this to, or what
Yeah.
have you had done?
Yeah,
Like she's like, trust me, it works.
dude, my grandma was okay. So my grandma was like super religious. Well, later in her life, and she is like worshipped by everyone in my family.
Oh, we've definitely talked about that.
But what I'm saying is, I think like my grandma was basically the equivalent to a witch as a Christian.
Why?
Because she would do like,
Well, I would argue most Christians are witches, but
she just would like manifest shit out of like, she was like Jesus sometimes.
yeah.
And
Are
I'm
you
like,
sure you're not just hearing like the gospel of your grandma?
it might be that. It might be. No, no, she could tell fucking stories, dude. One time when I was
Is that
little,
about your grandma?
yeah. So my grandma and grandpa lived in the Appalachian Mountains in Virginia. And so we'd go over there and have like big family get-togethers and stuff, and like all the cousins and shit. And I loved going out on their porch and just looking at their fucking like valley that they lived in. Like they lived kind of on a mountain, and you could like look down into the valley.
Yeah.
And so I was just sitting out there looking, and she came out and she was like, "What are you doing, Eastwood?" And I was like, I'm just kind of looking. And she's like, I was sitting out here one night, and this jaguar. No, not jaguar, Black Panther. I just saw its yellow eyes. Couldn't see anything else but its yellow eyes. Walked right up to me and I said, "Satan, get back." And you know what he did? He turned around and walked back. And I said, "In Jesus' name, And I was like, I fucking believe that. Like that was something that is still ingrained into my memory from her telling me. And it could be completely wrong. She could have said it completely differently. She, memories work weird. But like I remember it as like this fable.
Right.
From her.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So it's like, you're like, she could manifest shit. Maybe she couldn't.
People would ask, because she'd walk up to random people and say like random shit to them that like no one knew about.
Yeah.
And they would be like, "Are you an angel?" That's how like worshipped my grandmother was.
Yeah. Who'd you hear that from?
Family.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, so you're saying like she could do these things. I'm like, I'm not saying she couldn't. I'm just saying maybe you're hearing the gospel. You know what I mean?
You want to know something funny? One of my my uncle's my cousins on my uncle kind of like never really came around because him and their mom split. One time they saw a picture of her and they're like, she looks scary. That one picture that they worship.
Yes.
They're like, she looks scary. And
for those of you who don't know, Eastwood's family, his grandma, they kind of worshiped her like so much so that they all had like little shrines essentially to her, and they all had the same picture, and there would always be candles around and shit like that.
So yeah. Dude.
Said it looked scary. That's what you're at.
Yeah, no. Yeah. So they're like, she looks scary. And then they're like, I heard she was mean. And everyone was like, how dare you?
Yeah, dude, that's blasphemy, dude.
Grandma would literally roll over. She's literally rolling over in her grave right now. I fucking hate that shit. When people are like, she's rolling over. I'm like, no, bitch, she's dead. She's dust. She ain't rolling over anything. Like,
also, though, because of how we involve people, probably not dust. But
okay, yeah, but she's at least like disheveled. She's not rolling over.
I know, dude. Crap, I had something go off of that. Rolling over in her grave. / like, who the fuck cares?
Yeah.
Like, they dead.
They're not like, no.
Yeah, like they would be rolling over in the. Why the fuck do they care about what I'm doing? Like, do your next life, bitch.
Some of my family claims to be visited by her, and I was like, maybe you're just being visited by aliens. Oh gosh.
See, again, if in case you didn't realize the worship, she visits.
Mm-hmm. That was like a ghost. Which, if she's passed over, she can't. So that's flawed.
I like how you're like, according to the paranormal rules, it's just science.
No, dude, that's like with me and paranormal shit. Like, if you're a long time listener, you know I'm a sucker for Halloween and haunted shit. I feel like I just want to like see one thing that like is undeniably like in my mind makes me think that the paranormal's real.
See,
but I don't think that's ever going to happen.
I think I now understand the difference between you and me. You're like, I just want to see one thing because you think you can escape. So you're like, I'll see that one thing and then I'll be done for the rest of my life. And my thing is that one time I see that thing, we're dead.
Okay, what if it's just like a door closes on its own and there's no draft, there's no one else there?
See, you're going to be like, that can't technically prove anything. I'm going to tell it as a spooky story, but I need to stay in this house to see it for real. I'm like, done. Bye. We move in or we're setting the house on fire. You choose.
Yeah. I'm definitely
the one that gets killed.
Curious.
Well, yeah. I mean, what's that saying? Curiosity killed the cat.
Yeah, true. Maybe it's like the underlining like desire to like leave the world that I'm just like, would that be a really bad thing if it just swooped me up and choked me to death?
Yes, being choked to death would be horrible.
Yeah, it would be horrible.
If you don't mind how you die, just go walk in like a war zone
or traffic.
I guess that. I actually don't. Also, now we're going down the start turn. Don't do that if you're listening.
Yeah, no, don't
do that.
Yeah, if you have mental health issues, please call suicide hotline.
Yeah, don't do that. Life's worth living.
Yeah,
in its own right.
For sure. We just like to get a little dark on here.
And if you feel sad, that shows you it's time. Well, I mean, besides obviously if you have a clinical issue, but like, if you're just like feel about life, it shows that you need to be living it differently in some way, and that can be hard.
Yep.
But now's the time to search.
You know, too, I kind of feel like people need to. I feel like we're all afraid of sadness. And what I mean by that is like, we're all like, oh my God, I'm sad.
Well, especially here, you almost feel like you can't be.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Like, it's okay to like be sad.
Yeah.
Like, it's fine to like wake up and be like, I just want to fucking bawl my goddamn eyes out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's almost like a whole sad boy movement going on.
Well, I just think
you could almost say, and I think it, if anything, is a reaction to some degree, because I feel like, especially in America, you're right. Like you feel like you can't be sad to some degree or whatever. Like no one says that, you know what I mean? But there's like this feeling almost, because like, even if you ask someone like, how you doing? Almost always they're just gonna give you, I'm doing well.
Yeah, dude. Oh, dude. Okay, I gotta tell you the story.
Because if you said anything less, like people immediately are like, oh.
I gotta tell you the story.
Like we almost run from sadness. And well, real quick. And I think the sad boy stuff and sad girl stuff is almost a reaction in the same way like some people overreact when they feel sexually repressed. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, it's instead of just being okay with like sadness, they like live in it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I just like, so I made really good friends with one of my coworkers one time because he literally asked me how I was doing. I was like, oh, I'm okay. Or no. I was like, actually, dude, I'm having kind of a bad day. And he goes, thank you. And I was like, what? And he's like, no, like, thank you, because you answered that question honestly. He's like, when I ask you, how are you doing? He goes, I actually want to know. He's like, I don't ask people that I don't give a fuck about.
Yeah.
He's like, why the fuck would I ask someone how they're doing if I don't care? And I was like, well, I feel like it's just become such a part of our culture to just be like, how you doing? Good. Move on. Like that I've started, like, whenever someone says how you're doing, like I give them an honest answer.
Yeah.
Like, okay, like I'm okay, or like I'm good, you know, like, but like for me, there are some days that I'm just fucking sad. And like, I just like don't want to get out of bed, but I do because I have to. And like, when someone asks me how you're doing, and I'm like, oh, I'm just kind of sad. I don't want people to be like, oh, poor thing. I don't want people to say, I just like, man, okay, if you need anything, I'm here for you.
Yeah.
That's it. And walk the fuck away. And if I want to talk to you, I'll talk to you.
Right.
But like, I'm just trying to get to that place where it's just like accepting that like there are days that I'm going to be sad, and that's fine. Because I think like we dread those sad days so much that the happy days that we have, we don't really even notice because we're worried about being sad the next day. We're worried about something happening for us to eventually be like, oh man, that fucking sucks. My life.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, man, I don't want to fucking be like that anymore. Like, I just want to like live happy in the moment when I feel it. And then like also embrace the sad.
Well, that's my thing too. I feel like if you embrace sadness to some degree, like I think there's a difference between like living in it or flaunting it. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
And then embracing it. I feel like your sad days become happier. Like,
yeah, for sure.
Like, do you get what I mean? Like, and I'm not saying like now you have no sad days. It's not like some weird thing like that, but it's almost like instead of being like sadness, no. And so it almost feels like you can't do your day. You can just do your day sad.
Yeah. No,
do you get what I mean?
Sure.
Like you can live a better life in the sad days. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah. No, that's really like how I feel. Like, I'm just like, guys, let's just embrace the sadness. Like, we're living in a fucking world right now where we have a pandemic. Cities are fucking blowing up from whatever. Like, there's so much shit going on, protests, blah, 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 all that stuff. And yeah, okay, it's okay to be sad sometimes. Like, we all are hurting and we get it. Like, let's just all hurt together so that we can like heal together.
Mm-hmm.
Because like, I would just rather someone tell me that they're not having a good day so that I can be like, hey, like, do you need something? You know? And even if they don't want to give me that, I still will like go do something for them. Like, I'll buy them like a soda or like a candy bar.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I'll do that to like try to cheer them up because I know like that's how I would want to be treated.
Right.
You know, and that's what fucking like friends do, I guess. I don't know. Sorry for my soapbox, guys.
Do you know where that term came from?
Soap operas?
No. I also know where the term soap opera came from, though, too.
Okay, so just real quick before he goes into this, Blue is like an encyclopedia of like useful and unuseful knowledge. Literally. And then there are times, when you hang out with him so much that you ask him something he doesn't know and you become shocked by it. But proceed.
So soapbox, basically when the people, like whether it was like people yelling about politics or whatever, because, before you had town squares and that's where people would go to say stuff. People would literally use soapbox because the soap would be shipped in these boxes. Soap boxes to stand on, to proclaim to gather a crowd around and stand above a crowd. So get on your soapbox for these like political and religious proclamations.
Oh, I think I like pseudo knew that.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know yeah. Anyways, that's actually interesting. Where does soap opera come from?
Soap opera.
I think it's I could probably correlate it to be similar.
So they're daytime. That's important. They're daytime stories that were targeted at housewives because those were the ones most at home during the day, and they were started in like the 40s and the 50s. But there were soap operas that started in the like 30s and 20s as well that were radio. Most soap operas, even that run to this day, have connections to radio. Fun fact. But anyways, because they were targeted at at housewives, this was the prime time for soap companies to advertise. Because the housewives were watching, not cleaning or it wasn't part of their like chores or what their day, it wouldn't take away anything they needed to do that day. Wouldn't take away. I don't want to say chores like demeaning them. I mean like they're what they wanted to do or had to do because of bad things.
Yeah.
So there was no distraction. So it's prime time for companies. So most of the advertising was soap companies, and that's what paid the bills. So they got named soap operas.
That's pretty crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty nuts.
Both actually has to do with soap. Like the sale of soap created those things. You can make soap out of like fucking anything.
Yeah.
It's pretty nuts. Like there's beeswax soap. There's a shit ton of soaps. And I still have no idea how to make soap. It's like you make it out of anything.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how.
I don't know how either. I don't really care to know how. I'm not making my own fucking
You know what I never hear about with preppers? And this is what I think about if I was ever like started prepping. None of them talk about saving knowledge.
Oh, I know.
Like they talk about just food and da-da-da. It's like, bitch, I'm having like a hard drive and a computer or something so that I can start reading how to make soap and shit.
Books too, bitch.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Cookbooks, like history books.
That's what I'm saying. Well, I'm not even so much just survivalist knowledge even. Like, how do I grow food? Like, they're like, I got all these canned stuff. It's like, what about when the cans are gone? They're like, I got 50 tubs of soap. What about when the 50 tubs are you really trying to live?
Oh my God.
Or are you just like trying to make your deaths easier?
That's hilarious.
But as of right now, I haven't prepped at all. So
yeah, I'm not a prepper. I don't give a fuck. If I die, I die.
I mean, my biggest fear with it would be like not in a disaster zone, but you're there where like everything's falling apart.
Yeah.
So like it's like most of the world has died, but like now you're surviving, and it's like I don't want to slowly starve to death. That would be my fear with it.
If I hear even a whisper of a safe camp somewhere, I'm going immediately there. I ain't fucking playing games with that shit. Like if I survive enough to be a part of the survival groups, I'm at least going to try. Don't mean that I won't give up eventually.
But I'm going to try. I'll give it a college try.
And like these motherfuckers like, oh no, they could be saying this. I'm like, motherfucker, just what do you have to lose? Literally nothing. Like you've lost everything.
Yeah, if it's a trap and someone's screwing you over, dude,
then you get screwed over and you die. It's
gonna happen at some point, dude.
That is the universe's will.
Well, Slash is like my thing is like I know I'm not this great survivalist, so I'm gonna go for the group because even if they kill me, I wasn't gonna survive without them. Right?
Like, yeah, bitch. What? Like no. And I've already I thought about like rounding up like friends and family. I'm like, I'll go to their house.
That's what I'm talking about, dude. My grandpa owns like an Angus farm. Like it's a small farm, but I was like, those are cows. That's a lot of food.
Yeah, we just beeline it for their house. Pack the car up.
Yeah, and it's an estate that's like you can see everywhere. So yeah, so if someone's trying to sneak up on you, you know they're coming.
Yeah. And they have dispensaries so we can,
Not that state.
Oh, okay.
It was where my grandpa lives, not
The boring state.
not my family. I know. Poo-poo. Poo-poo.
Poo-poo on Flatland.
No, I was going to say not dispensaries. Poo-poo. Flatland can be nice. Very rarely it is, but it can.
Yeah. I am just like really surprised Trump has not tried to legalize marijuana yet.
He's saving it for like late October.
He's like, all right, guys. I can't do a Trump impersonation.
Yeah, you went for like Australian. All right, you cunts.
No, he's gonna be like, okay, guys, I'm gonna legalize marijuana. Please vote.
I heard an Australian and a British guy talk about how cunt is like a really bad word over here. And they were like, which makes no sense to me. He's like, but you know what? After I heard my first American say it in front of me, I understood. He's like, their T is so pronounced. He's like, we like tap it. It's like, cunt. He's like, if I heard an American, he's like, yeah, cunt.
They get every fucking letter in there.
And he was like, ooh.
Yeah. No. One of my cousins who's a girl, she would always tell me she's going to cunt punt me. I was like, I don't have a vagina.
Is it the sister of?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I was just like, bitch, I'll cunt punt you.
Really? Which is funny that she would say that to you. Like, you don't have a version of that is arguably just as painful, if not more.
Oh, I know for sure.
Like, as a man, she's like, I'm going to cunt punch you, except it's like ball tapping. Like,
yeah,
it's there. We have that. Or like, like, there's a lot of ways to just talk about destroying balls.
I'm surprised that there's not more sterile men that come from high school with as much ball tapping goes on.
Dude, honestly, they're soldiers, dude. They survive.
I was like, dude, there's just some kids. And like, I was never really a kid that got ball tapped because I was like kind of fat. So they all just like left me alone.
That stopped it for you?
I was like a fat, cool kid. It was weird.
That's still surprising. It stopped it. All the cool kids I knew were like, tap, 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 tap.
You know, they just never did it to me. And they would be like, and then like do it to like another football player.
Do you think it's because they thought you might be gay?
Probably. I don't fucking know. Nor do I even care. But it was, as a young gay man, I had seen a lot of dick.
Well, duh. As a young straight man, I saw a lot of dick.
It was a little weird. I was like, I actually kind of got uncomfortable sometimes. I was like, I need to leave. This is kind of weird. Yeah. And like sometimes they would like all huddle up in the showers and shit. And I'm like, what the fuck you guys are saying I'm gay? Like you all are like circling each other in a fucking naked ass like shower stall. I'm like, bitch, get out of here.
Humanity's weird, bro.
It is weird. We're all primal.
We're messy, bro.
We are messy.
You know, we say we're all primal, but those Japanese do stuff that's like super like efficient and and like everything's in its place. It's like they seem to master it.
Yeah. So I saw a friend today that I haven't seen in a really long time, and my first words to him were, "Cyberpunk 2077 is not coming out." And he was like, "Bro, I feel you." I just had to give you guys that PSA.
Was it our mutual friend?
No.
Okay. It's coming out, bro. Bless you. Bless you.
Bro, I pre-ordered it last year in June for April 24th of this year.
It's coming out in November, bro.
Then I was told it would come out in like September. I was like, okay, I get it. Corona happened. Okay, guys, fine. But then they're like, oh, we have a game that's done and polished and ready to be fucking stamped into a goddamn disc. But we're going to wait till November because we want to make sure. Oh my fucking God, dude.
Okay. Well, let me break it down to you in a few ways. One, hasn't even skipped a year. Okay. Many games have gone another year. Okay. You're fine. Two, would you rather get it in September and play it and then there's a game crashing bug. So you can't move on, and you have to wait a week for them to patch it. And then there's bugs while you play. So maybe you want to pull out your favorite gun, but for whatever reason, until you restart your PS4, can't pull out a gun. Or wait till November and just have smooth as butter. Just play it all the way through perfectly.
But then come October 1st, hey guys, this is CD Projekt Red. Due to unforeseen limitations, we are unable to provide Cyberpunk 2077 to you on time as scheduled for November 17th. I don't know if it's November 17th.
It's still in the same year. You can't be
We
this
are pushing it
pessimistic.
back to 2021, quarter one, to be determined.
Yeah,
That's what's next.
that would suck. But okay, first of all, stop putting that energy in the universe. Second of all, bro, it hasn't even been pushed back a whole year.
It's been
You
in
can't
development for 5 years.
You can't be this pessimistic.
Have you seen the map for it?
No,
Bro.
I purposely stay away from stuff.
It's just a fucking map.
I purposely stay away from stuff.
Bruh.
It's supposed to be very vertical too.
Yeah. It's pretty big. Pretty stoked about it.
I know.
It's
Me too.
CD Projekt Red. I'm not trying to down you guys. I just want it. That's
know.
it. Because I'm going to take off a week. But I haven't been able to request it off because you guys keep pushing it back. So I'm going to wait till like the last day that I have to make sure that you've at least got 2 weeks before you have to fucking put the shit out. And that's just end game for you guys. Like, you guys are going to have disc printed by then.
Dude, it's going to come out in November. But the funniest thing in the world for me would be you take off the week, it all looks up. Then the day before it comes out, they release the thing. It's like, guys, early 2021.
I would literally...
And then you just have a week off.
Literally, I would not play it out of principle.
At all?
At all. That would be the final straw for me, dude.
Dude, I'd still play it.
No, dude. I was like, fuck, I'd watch you play it, but I ain't fucking touching it.
That's hilarious.
I'm boycotting CD Projekt Red if that happens. No, I wouldn't do that. I'd probably still play it, actually. I'd just be really fucking mad. I would tweet at them. That's what I would do.
I feel like the whole time you'd be playing, you're like, yeah, they're so lucky this was so fucking good. They're so lucky this is great. Like the whole time you're playing, just like a seething enjoyment. Like, oh, you lucky bastards, it's good.
Yeah.
They're so lucky.
Yeah. It's like one of my dream games, for real.
For real.
And that's like the first time I've ever bought a collector's edition. I know I've said it before and like 1,000 times, but I'm excited, guys.
You'll have it one day. You'll have it one day, kid.
Maybe. Well, guys, thank you for joining my no.
I was like, where's he going with this?
The Delilah thing. One day it's gonna happen. Yeah, so if you guys made it this far, thank you so much for hanging out with us. My name is Eastwood once again.
Blue.
And yeah, so I'm at a 8.5.
I'm probably at an 8.
Yeah, so you guys can find us on Smoke With Us Podcast or Twitter at SWU Podcast.
So our initials of the
Podcast.
show, and then podcast.
Yeah.
POT.
Tweet us, follow us.
Do all the
We're
things.
posting things on it, like stupid shit.
Comment on stuff.
Yeah. If you want to email us questions, we haven't gotten any yet, guys, and we'd love for you to be the first one. So, yes.
Emails specifically. We've had comments.
Yeah. Email specifically. Ask the questions. Even ask the questions in the comments. I don't give a fuck.
Our email is smokewithuspodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah. So, we're going to send you out with the classic Sparkler by Saint Warhead.
Smoke weed every day.
I've been wavy for the longest, need the rest of y'all to catch up to me. Terpene gravy for my bong hit, so every hit is extra gooey. Then I light it extra doobie, get high while I Netflix movies. Pass it to my baby, muffled coffee, my face next to boobies. I like to get high a lot, I like to get high a lot. My girls, they take smaller dabs because we have to buy a lot. I hate it when my light is lost. Don't you too? That shit sucks. Anywho, I got shit to do. Need a smoker, then after fuck. No, I don't wanna work with you. All you other rappers suck. I told you I got work to do, so will you please get off my nuts? Sorry, don't think I'm high enough. Nope, light another up. Coughing while we mob and drop the glob, and when the glow is up, 99 problems think I solved until I sober up. My squad do this often, we hot boxing if we pulling up.
99 problems, think I solved until I sober up. My squad do this often, we hot boxing if we pull
I like my hair, like
Let's
my
get drip.
It light up like a
I
spark.
like my hair, like
Let's
my
get drip.
It light up like a
I
spark.
like my hair, like
Let's
my
get drip.
It light up like a
I
spark.
like my hair, like
Let's
my
get
It
drip.
light up like a
I
spark.
like my hair, like
Let's
my
get drip.
It light up like a
I
spark.
like my hair, like
Let's
my
get drip.
It light up like a
I
spark.
like my hair, like
Let's
my
get drip.
It light up like a
I
spark.
like my hair, like
Let's
my
get drip.
It light up like a spark. Dabs got my fingers sticky like I'm Peter Parker. Feeling like a king, scrolling memes with scenes from Arthur. Sauce has terpenes, diamonds looking like it's tartar. All my friends grow weed, we got some inner city farmers. It don't matter if you broke or not, you can find a way to smoke some pot. Every spot is overstocked and every block an open shop, and everybody's high. You can't even find a sober cop. Every night I'm stoned, then I zone out and play Overwatch. Then I get hungry as I'm looking for some shows to watch. Baby plug me with some munchies, all of a sudden I'm dozing off.
Then I get hungry as I'm looking for some shows to watch. Baby plug me with some munchies, all of a sudden I'm
I
done.
like my hair, like
Let's
my
get drip.
It light up like a
I
spark.
like my hair, like
Let's
my
get drip.
It light up like a
I
spark.
like my hair, like
Let's
my
get drip.
It light up like a spark.
I like my hair, like
Let's
my
get drip.
It light up like a
I
spark.
like my hair, like
Let's
my
get drip.
It light up like a
I
spark.
like my hair, like
Let's
my
get drip.
It light up like a
I
spark.
like my hair, like
Let's
my
get drip.
It light up like a
I
spark.
like my hair, like my
Get drip.
It light up like a spark.